Welcome back to my channel, guys. This is Dex View. Today we're gonna be doing some Annabelle review. I guess the true story of Annabelle. With me, I have here my family, mi familia. You know, you got Daniel, Antonio, Jaden over there.
Hey.
So say hi, guys.
Hello, my name is Daniel.
So, any of you familiar with Annabelle?
I am.
You are.
Yeah.
What do you know about Annabelle?
She went missing and she burned down a prison, and I think like 7 people escaped.
What? Where
Why?
did you hear that story from?
It's TikTok.
From from TikTok. Okay. Well, that's news to me. You know anything about Annabelle?
Yeah, I've seen some of the movies, and I know it's like supposedly a haunted doll.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's really it.
Yeah, it's what do you know, Antonio?
That is a doll, I guess.
So Annabelle, it's actually true story, by the way. So yeah, it is a true story. I don't know about the burn down and 7 people thing, but I guess we're gonna find out if it actually is the case. So, you guys ready? Let's do this.
This is the story of the most disturbing doll to have ever been documented. Because Annabelle is not just a movie doll, but it was based on the true story. Its real life hauntings were incredibly disturbing.
why don't they use
not
like
only to its
the original looking doll in it
In the
instead
movie?
of the pretty little?
I mean,
Well, not really pretty, but
what you gotta think about it is in the movies they had to use something that looks creepy. That doll don't look creepy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
does.
does.
It doesn't.
True.
That doll looks like you'll give it to your daughter. And I'm pretty sure that's what they did. They give it to the daughter. But in the movie, that doll is actually creepy looking. So you see that doll at your doorstep, you're running.
true, true.
Yeah, I am not even walking that side. She can keep the house.
first owners, but even to some strangers whose lives were taken. It was the year 1970 when a mother bought Annabelle in a simple hobby store. She got it as a birthday present for her 28-year-old daughter, Donna. It was soft, her head was round. She had big
28-year-old
eyes.
daughter
That's what I'm saying. 28-year-old. That's a grown woman
with a doll.
with a doll.
A triangle as a nose, a thin smile, and a long, curly, thick hair. Donna, who was working as a nurse, lived in a tiny apartment with her roommate, Angie. They also had a friend named Lou, who was a frequent visitor in their apartment. The moment the doll arrived, Lou already felt something creepy about it. He warned Donna that the doll was sinister and they should just throw it away, but it was just a doll. Donna didn't listen. She
Of
found
course
the
Donna don't
Raggedy
listen.
Ann doll so cute that she decided to
I
put
think
it
it
on
was
her
just a doll.
bed as a decoration. But just within days, she and Angie noticed something really strange about the doll. It was mildly moving. One day, they found it with its legs crossed. Sometimes its arms were folded, and other times they would even find it standing on its own feet. They
There
thought
won't be any
there
other
was
time.
something
The leg,
First time.
the leg folds part will be it for me. It's like, I didn't leave you like this.
mechanism inside of it. Because how else would this be possible? Especially when no one else was in their apartment. Not only would they find the doll in these different positions, there were also times when they would come home to find it in a different room. Like that one day when Donna left it sitting on the couch before leaving for work. When she got home, it was already on her bed. Again, no one else was inside their apartment, but they started to suspect they were just pranking each other. And so, even though it felt really creepy, Donna and Angie didn't think too much of it. That was until something really creepy happened. One day, Donna and Angie found papers on the floor, and these were the words written: "Help us and help Lou." It looked
That is creepy. So you're telling me the doll actually leaves notes? Or whatever is possessing the doll left a note?
I think every doll does that.
Did,
Dude.
have you ever had a doll that left notes? I don't know what doll you be playing with, but but that's creepy though, right?
Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
creepy.
To think about the doll, like, or help us. So that means there's more than one thing that actually is possessing that doll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's-
Are they gonna have like a part 3 of the movie?
They've been having part 3 of the movie.
Really?
What world are you living in?
Part 2?
Like it was written by a child. They were even more scared knowing they never had parchment papers inside their apartment. At this point, Donna finally came to realize something was wrong with this doll. She looked at it closely and she got terrified. She saw what seemed to be blood drops on its chest and on the back of its hands. That moment, they decided to call an expert and find out the mystery behind the doll. That's when they learned about the story of Annabelle Higgins, a 7-year-old girl whose lifeless body was found in a field. And that field was exactly where their apartment is standing now. According to the expert, the spirit of Annabelle felt comfortable with Donna and Angie. That is why she wanted to stay in their apartment and be loved by them, thinking it was harmless. Donna decided to keep the doll until the scary signs became even more disturbing. And Lou, who right from the start showed that he didn't like the doll, became the target. One night, he woke up panicking. His eyes were open, but he couldn't move his entire body. He looked around, trying to figure out what was happening, until he looked down towards his feet. There he saw the doll, Annabelle, looking at him. Slowly it moved up to his leg, then up to his chest, and then it started to strangle him. He couldn't do anything to defend himself. He was struggling, already running out of breath, until he blacked out. He woke up
So wait,
the next morning.
the sleep paralysis, that's the name?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a thing called sleep paralysis, yeah. But sleep paralysis doesn't necessarily make you black out. I mean, I've never heard of it. I know you are there and you're kind of aware of what's going on, but you can't move. Or
So it's
your
Annabelle?
body.
Yeah.
I don't think it's I don't think it's Annabelle, Antonio. Do you have Annabelle in the house?
I hope not.
You better not have Annabelle in your room, that's for sure. Because I'm moving out.
Morning, 100% sure that it wasn't a dream. But then again, was it a dream? What if he convinced himself that she was indeed haunted, and so he dreamed so vividly of the attack that it felt real? This could be the right theory if it wasn't for the fact that this wasn't the worst attack he had from Annabelle. Because one day, as he entered Donna's room and found Annabelle on the floor, he heard creepy sounds and something happened to his chest. He grabbed for it as his shirt started to get stained with blood. He opened his shirt and there on his chest was what seemed to be 7 claw marks, 3 vertical and 4 horizontal. They were all hot, like burns. And that was when they realized that the spirit in the house was not that of a young girl, but of something demonic, that they have heavily underestimated the innocence of the presence of the spirit. Desperate, they again asked for help from more experienced paranormal investigators, Ed and Lorraine Warren, and they finally found answers.
Is
The
the doll in
spirit was
America?
not looking to stay attached to the doll, but
I think it is.
Which state?
I think it's with these two people, Ed and Lorraine. Those are the people that were in the movie. You remember in the movie they have it? Well, you don't know.
Yeah.
You remember in the movie, you watch the movie? No? Okay, so this is all new to you too. Well, in the movie, they have like a room where they keep everything that's demonic or possessed or whatnot, and they have
Oh
it
yes,
locked up.
I remember that.
And
part
it's
in the
Annabelle was in a glass case. So I guess it's the glass case that Annabelle broke out that Dan knows about on TikTok, and
the 7 prints.
go kill everybody and burn down these places. But yeah, and Lorraine and so forth they are the two people that's in the movie. So, but they're here right now. But they're older.
It was looking to possess a human host. And that host could have been Lou. So they decided to give the doll to the Warrens, who later built Annabelle a special glass case just so she could no longer move, adding a warning, positively do not open, and a Bible verse. They placed her in the museum, and despite being locked in a small glass box, Annabelle still managed to cause harm to some people. This is a real story. One day, a guy went to the museum with his girlfriend after learning the story of this haunted doll. They didn't believe the story, so he started to play around and bang Annabelle's glass case. The paranormal investigator told him, "Son, you need to leave." And on their way home, they were riding a motorcycle, laughing, still making fun of Annabelle.
Oh, wow.
But suddenly, the guy lost control and he died in that accident, while his girlfriend was hospitalized for over a year. And that's the story of the real Annabelle doll, who, by the way, still exists till today. What do you think? Do you think people came up with all of these happenings? Or perhaps there are so many unexplainable things in this world happening every single day. So all it leaves me with is to ask you a question. Whether you believe this story is real or not, if you had a chance, would you bring Annabelle to sleep next to you?
Nope.
Or would you rather to keep her as far away from you as possible?
I'll put it to China.
I think I'll choose number 2.
Yeah, why would I want Annabelle to be sleeping next to me?
Yeah.
I don't understand
I
that
don't want
part.
to black out.
Yeah, wow. To actually believe that this is possible true story with
Possibly is.
with demons and whatnot exists in a doll, might I add.
But
It's
stop buying
it's
dolls.
crazy. Yeah,
Ain't buying no more dolls.
I ain't buying no more dolls. Not even action figures.
Nope.
Ain't no Superman, no Batman, no none.
Yep.
None of the above. But that is crazy. But yeah, the movie, they did fabricate some stuff in the movie, of course, because of the movie, because they had to put some stuff in it. But in real life, the doll does exist. I think it's in Connecticut. Somewhere like that. But Connecticut is also known for a lot of true horror stories. So when you get older and you move into Connecticut and you're like, "Dad, you want to come visit me?" The answer is no. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you know right now. The answer is no. You're gonna come visit me. Don't bring no doll with you. All right, guys. That came to the we're now at the end of the video. I want to thank everybody for watching, and always, subscribe, like, and share. Send to everybody you know. We're just a new channel growing, and thanks for the views. You guys have anything to say? Peace out.
Yeah, peace.
Peace.
All right, bye bye.